Hey guys, this is Cecilia, aka ForRealCeil, with 90 Days to Do in MLS. Oh my God, it's so nasty out here today. Listen, I'm still getting over a cold, so it might sound crazy. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to talk to you guys for a little while about resetting and resting, because obviously I can't follow my own suggestions or my own advice, right? So I'm a person, I like to work, I like to stay busy. I also have a lot of stuff to do and a lot of things on my mind all the time, right? Because I'm always thinking, I'm always trying to improve or think of ways to have a better outcome, or be more resourceful, or be more insightful. And then sometimes, sometimes it backfires. But every year, and I'll tell you this, I have a month of great expectations, which is September's is always a wonderful new beginning kind of thing for me. And then I have November's, which seem to always bring on a few offsets. Like, you know, I just don't know what happens in November. My whole functionality just gets messed up. And I'm gonna tell you, I was looking over some of my stuff, and I messed up a couple of things, and I'm like, I gotta fix it. So I'm pretty upset at myself right now. I'm just driving into work thinking about learning how to step back and reanalyze yourself. When I talked about charting and taking time to rest and recoup, and so you could add more, more thought to revitalize your mind and revitalize what you're doing to be more productive, to make greater strides, to be more active and alert, because you have to be responsive, right? So sometimes when you try to put out into the universe too much of yourself, and you're focusing on other things like avoidance things, or trying to overmanage them, micromanage things, you can miss stuff in your own world. Let me just put it like that. I have so much going on, and it's just like, yeah, I can't believe, like, I messed up twice in November, and I'm just realizing it now. So that really ticks me off, because I'm a very responsible person. I have like so much stuff on my plate, and I've been really, really blessed and capable to handle all of this stuff that I've been doing for years and then years and years without mishap ever. And it's really messing with me right now. So I just want you guys to know that when you are endeavoring to do great things, or to meet your basics, to learn something, to acquire something, to take charge of your life, or to be more in whatever capacity you believe more is. Always remember to step back and reanalyze your situation from the outside, because if you're looking at everything from inside and you're focusing everything outside, you're not looking from the outside in, and you're missing little things that can become big issues for you. So like if you miss payments, or you miss time, or you miss appointments, things like that can really, make or break a person, a relationship, or any other form of business correspondence, or deals, or whatever, or what have you. It could change your life. So just paying attention, staying in tune, staying focused, and doing things, step by step. Have a methodical way of handling all your business. So I'm talking about now business plans. You could always have a written business plan. There's nothing wrong with having a checklist or a daily function, a routine that you do, because of course routine actions and repetitive actions make for methodical actions. Like Kevin Trudeau says, the subconscious consciousness, all right? So you could be competent, subconsciously competent. There is competence with conscience, and then there's competence being subconscious. That's like a person learning to tie their shoes. You know, when you're first learning, you are incompetent. You can't do it. All right, you're not sure how to get a right knot in your shoelaces to keep your shoes tied. So you're incompetent. And then as you're learning and you're grasping it, you're thinking about the actions. So you're consciously incompetent, because now you know how to do it, but you still can't get it right. So now you know that you're incompetent. All right. Then you become consciously competent, because now you've learned how to tie your shoes well. They stay tied, but you still have to think about the motions as you're performing it to get it right, but you know that is right. So you're consciously competent. And then after you have learned it and it becomes second nature, we don't even think about the motions. We become subconsciously competent. So that means we don't even think about it anymore. It just happens. It occurs. Full competence is how we like to be able to perform. How everybody should be able to go on and move through their day, or move through their workflow, or move through their daily chores, or what have you. But sometimes we have to sit back, rethink how we're doing something, how we're performing a certain action, what we're doing to achieve what we want to get done, and if what we're doing is the best outcome, or will generate the best results for you. All right. So everybody has opportunities. Sometimes they come, sometimes they go. Some opportunities are once in a lifetime. Some are presented to you on a regular basis, and you have to be a go-getter and get it. I'm going to talk briefly about something that just happened the other day. All right, and I'm not gonna name names, but this is a really interesting topic, and it bothers me now because I'm just realizing more things about people and scarcity, and like, there is a saying in the church, he'll make a way out of no way. Jesus is a will. All right, and when you have lost what you believe to, that thing that keeps you grounded, that thing that keeps you stable, or that comfort zone. And then again, we talk about comfort, and we talk about differences in people, and the ability to accept change, and to be a go-getter, and have a tenacity about you that makes you different from others, and sets you at a higher level of, I don't want to, a higher level of success. All right, I don't want to say as a higher level person, because a person that is successful does not mean that you're a better person or human being than a person who is unsuccessful. It just means that you've applied the knowledge that you've gained to make yourself successful, and that you are utilizing your skills and enacting upon the things that make you attain wealth, or attain numbers, or attain friends, or attain whatever it is that you want to be successful at. Okay, so I'm thinking, because I don't want to say the wrong thing, because maybe one day the person might listen to this, but I'm going to say this. I offer somebody an opportunity of a lifetime. They're in a very, very strainful predicament right this moment. They called me. They expected that I could do something for them that is beyond my control, my capacity. I'm a program manager. I'm not an executive director. I'm not the director. I'm talking about my JOB, my just over broke, all right? Since we were both in the same field for several years, they just figured that I might be able to place them within my program. That's not how it works. Unfortunately, I can't do that. We're all in the state of New Jersey under the same situation. Basically, budgets are getting cut and it's forcing agencies to make decisions. Some that will be harmful to a lot of families. Some that's going to put a lot of people out of work. They're cutting budgets every year. They're strangling the program and the assistance out from families statewide that need it the most by coveting funding dollars and making it very difficult for agencies to provide the service that is needed in order for families to get help through the program, energy assistance, okay? It's not a performance-based program. It should be a grant-based program, and they're making everything about numbers. So, needless to say, there are agencies that cut staff. Somebody that I know that's very dear to me, they got cut. Their position was cut. They need a job. I gave them an opportunity to have their own business, to become a millionaire basically by their own efforts. If you have nothing else that you need to focus on now because that JOB is not a factor now, you have all of those hours to pour yourself into something else that's very doable. You can immerse and come out a world of difference, a world away, a whole new lifestyle, a whole new way of thinking and seeing the world and seeing things. And it's just amazed me that there's no response. It's like, okay, verbally, and then I send the information and say, look it over, talk to your family, talk to your kids, because I know you have some very bright children and they know a lot of people and this could be really great for you. And right now, this is an olive branch, basically. I have no response. I'm not pushing because you got to be hungry. You got to want to work. In order for anything to work for you, you're going to have to put effort and you're going to have to work at it. And if it's not working for you and the idea of it doesn't appeal to you, it's because you're not willing to put in the work for it, or you're not hungry yet, and you're still comfortable. And you're comfortable, a false sense of security. I'm a realist, and I already know that it's always possible. My job could go at any minute. You could have a bad day at work, a bad month. I used to always get in trouble at work because I'm outspoken, and I had to learn a lot of workplace ethic because I just say what I feel, and I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. If I feel like, person's not being productive, but they're not listening, or they choose to do what you want to do, I can't tell a person they choose to do what they want to do. I have to say, it's been written to everybody that these steps need to be followed to do it. However, I'm noticing that you're not following these same steps. Is there a way that I could work with you so that you can understand that this is the procedure that has to be followed in order for you to meet this requirement? Because if I say it in another way, then I'm unethical. If I just simply say, you just simply refuse to follow rules and just want to do everything your way, it's terrible, but it's a fact that doesn't make it okay to say in a business place, which is shitty. That's why I'm my own CEO and my own founder. I have ForRealCeil LLC. I have Seal for Life, Seal Laking for Life. And I'm trying to make sure that all my I's are dotted and all my T's are crossed. And if I fail at one or more or whatever, at least I have tried. I can't say that I did not try or give effort. I have learned so much things, and it's amazing because I remember them and I'm able to put them into action. And it's amazing the amount of stuff that a human brain can retain. There's so much more for me to learn every day. I sit on webinars and calls, and I go online in my back office at Mastery, or I look at other things. I'm still trying to wrap my head around my traffic wave. I'm building campaign letters and trying to figure out how that really works, because that is one thing that I didn't sit down and absorb, but I'm building my letters, and I know how to post a few things. And once I get the functionality down and I know exactly how it works, I'm gonna run with that joint, and just, it's gonna change a lot of things. What I'm saying is, anything that you want to learn, you can learn. Anything that you want to be successful at, you can be successful at, but you have to try. You cannot say, oh, I'm gonna fail at this, I'm not good at that, because if you didn't try and try again, and then you'll succeed. It's really real. Anything that you want in life can be attained, but you have to work. It takes effort, it takes time, it takes learning, and it's okay to learn. We're never too old to learn. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's a lie. That is a lie, and I'll even give you an example, and it's so crazy. Do you ever hear stories of like pit bulls and parolees? You ever hear about rescues, shelter rescue animals, poor animals that were abused, beaten, or just neglected, never taught any tricks, or never played with, or had a whole different kind of lifestyle. You had dogs that used to fight, or that were being forced into fighting, but were rehabilitated. When I say rehabilitated, it means that they weren't destroyed, they weren't put down, and then they were put with families, loving families, and they were not aggressive, they were not violent animals, and they were loving, kind, protective family pets. That happens. That is a new trick. You have taught somebody or a being to act differently than something that they know to be their reality. They have learned that it's okay to live this way, and hey, even better, look at this beautiful world I am seeing now, when at one point I thought there was nothing to be grateful for, nothing to be thankful for, nothing to look forward to, and now I have all this. So yes, there is time for everything. Opportunities come sometimes once in a lifetime. They say timing is everything. I was optimistic about a lot of things, and I gave it effort, and if I didn't apply myself fully, I get what you get what you get. And when you put in a lot of work, or you put in a lot of effort, you're rewarded with great things. I'm going to tell you that, and I know that to be true. When you put in half-ass effort and you're not applying yourself, then your results will show. I mean, that's just simply how it works. And when people are offering other people a way to improve themselves, a way to grow, a way to make a way out of no way, sometimes it takes that you understand that to be a road, a path. Because if you don't even understand that, You know, there's gonna be a lot of times where you're gonna miss the road and you're gonna be lost in the bushes or lost in the sticks. So we say, so just be prepared. Be prepared for change in your life. Don't be so stuck on the old ways. Inside of MLS Bitcoin Club, which yes, I'm still a member of, and yes, I still promote, and yes, it is a real club. The the motive there is will change your life for the rest of life. But new ideas can help you pay your mortgage today, you know. And that's just it. New ideas, a new method of learning, financial literacy tools, applying cryptocurrency into your life and utilizing it as wealth and using it. You know, I messed up because I tried to keep my Bitcoin and I had my BitPay Visa and I didn't make a purchase or anything in 90 days. I kept my money on there and they charged me a $5 service fee to my card, and I was so mad. I was like, damn, I should have went to Dollar Tree or anything and just swiped my card and just bought something, anything. So remember, if you have your card and you're not using it on a regular basis, just make sure that you do make a purchase or do a deposit or do some kind of activity within 90 days, because if you don't, yeah, they will charge you a service fee, which yeah, they got me. So now $5 off of that card is just $5 because it is already converted to US dollars when you have it on your BitPay Visa. All right, I just want to tell you that. But while you have it in your wallet, that $5 today could be $15. That $5 could be $25. That $5 could be $100, depending on what the rate or the value of Bitcoin is at any given moment. And of course, you know, the value rises and falls with the market, and it changes on a daily, sometimes hourly basis. So you have to be aware of when Bitcoin is low and when Bitcoin is high, and utilize that to your advantage, because when it's high, you want to take it off out of your wallet and put some on your card, because once it's on your card, that's the value it stays at. So let's say, for instance, I have $100 sitting in my wallet. Now the price of Bitcoin is at $7,300. All of a sudden, Bitcoin shoots up to $10,000. Well, I'm going to take around $50 or $60 off of my wallet now, because the $100 is now $150 or $170, and I'm gonna put that difference, that increase, into my cash on my card. Okay. And then as Bitcoin goes up and down, well, guess what? I still have the same amount of Bitcoin in my wallet, but I don't have the same dollar amount in my wallet. Why? Because I took some of the value off of it. But I still might have, okay, 0.026 Bitcoin in a wallet, $100. All right? Let's say. It's amazing. It's just amazing. Learn something about cryptocurrency. Learn how to utilize Bitcoin. Let it grow expeditionally, and then utilize it. It really is a helpful tool. All right. So going back to making choices, taking time to know yourself and look into your own situation so you don't mess up like I did. I don't know. November. It's just been bad. I'm going to rebuke it. I'm going to have to do something different, because I need that cycle, that bad negative cycle, to be broken. I really do. So I'm going to work really hard for that to happen in 2020. November is going to be an excellent, deal-making, life-changing, happy event. And it's going to bring a lot of joy into our world, not only my world. When I say our world, I'm talking about my family. I never just think about myself, and that may be part of the problem when I'm messing up stuff, because I'm thinking about everybody. I always try to think about how I'm affecting my family, how I'm affecting my friends, my true friends, how I'm affecting the people that I work with when I make a decision, how I'm doing a certain thing. And some people just disagree with stuff like that, and I get it. You can't please all the people all the time, and I get that too. But you can try to be try to be a charitable person, and a caring person who is sincere. And that's what I'm about. I'm sincere. I do what I can to be helpful. And I try to make sure that if I can't do something, or if I'm going to be a certain way, or if I'm going to say something, I'm going to say what I mean. I'm not just going to say whatever and class A to just sugarcoat it. And that's just me. And that's what I do. So for people who don't like it, then they just either gravitate away from me, and that's fine too, because not everybody is for you. And again, God puts people in and out of your life, and that's okay. And I've learned to deal with that. Not everybody's gonna like Cecilia. Not everybody's gonna like ForRealCeil. Not everybody's gonna like ForRealCeil LLC. Not everybody's gonna like Seal Aiken for life. Not everybody's gonna like Seal Aiken or Cecilia Aiken or the manager Cecilia Aiken. So there's gonna be a lot of times where I'll have to step back and look at my situation from the outside in, instead of looking from the inside out all the time. Looking at it from another's perspective will raise the bar just a bit. Looking at it from all angles and becoming an analyst of your own lifestyle, becoming an analyst of your patterns, your habits, your desires, grasping opportunity and taking control of your life is really, really important. What I'm saying, I'm learning. I'm still growing. I'm 50 years old. And as time goes, I plan to learn a lot more, grow a lot more. I ain't going nowhere no time soon. I guess at least I have another good 50 in me. It's possible. And if I do, I want to make it the best 50. I've had a great life. I've done a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of places, and I've also had a shitty life. I've seen a lot of bad things, and I've done a lot of bad things and been a lot of bad places. But you know what? I've grown past that. I use that as a tool to teach me what not to do in life and how to be a better person overall. And that's what's so great about it. And I just know God is great, and the world has so much to offer. People that I am meeting now, I have never thought that I would know, be in the same circles with. I have sat down with millionaires and just broke bread and just talked like a regular, everyday conversation. And this is not something that everybody does. I mean, some people were born rich. I went to school with a lot of them. But people who I went to school with who were very wealthy, who learned all this stuff in the game really early, or did other things and put themselves in positions where they're around wealthy people, but of a different kind of caliber, and they're doing different kinds of things. And some of those things are good things, and some of those things may be bad things. But whatever it is, just know that in the end, all our efforts, all our work ethic, all our desires, our why is what makes it work or not work in the end. And if you haven't, if you have low morale, if you have a low work ethic, if you have a low tolerance for learning or a low tolerance for your time, then you might need to reevaluate yourself or look seriously at what your future may or may not be, because we all could use a hand, from time to time, and life changes at the blink of an eye for everybody. I mean, we're in a world where right now, like every day, I'm driving to work. I could be on my way to work and get in an accident, and maybe I might not survive it. That could happen any given time. I commute daily. I drive on the road, and it's dangerous sometimes. And then I just got. Well, I have a cold, a bad cold, and people get pneumonia and die every day. Stuff happens to people. People get sick, people get cancer, people have other illnesses and diseases, and it's good to take care of yourself and be, mindful of that, life is short. It's not to be taken for granted. That's all I'm saying. Just learn that If you want to achieve something, there's never any time like now. Be in that now moment. Use your perspective, you know. Remember that if you want something, you're always going to have some effort towards it. And you can achieve whatever you can conceive and bring your mind to believe, because it's been proven, it has been said, and it is tried and true. And all of the successful people, all of the people who are mentors in my mindset, all of those who have attained wealth, all of them agree and say the same. And I know this to be true because I see it in their results. If it's not my own, I see it. So I'm glad to know the people that I know and walk in their footprints. I'm going to follow. And then I'll be successful. So you guys, you have a great day. I got to go right now because I'm almost at the job. And I got to wrap up this video so I can post it. I'm trying to go, but this guy is coming to block really, really slow. You guys have a great day. I love you. Bye.